right, we're back with more of the GED multiplying and dividing of whole numbers. So if you are looking to pass the GED test, this is the place to go. Make sure you like, share, and follow me for more. And let's get started with this. So the first number is a 3-digit times a 2-digit. So again, we're going to start off with our last number of the second set of numbers. And we're going to multiply those. So 5 times 5, you get 25. So you're going to carry that 2 over to the other side here, the next number. You still need to multiply first, and then you add whatever's on top. 5 times 0 is 0, plus that 2 is going to be 2, and then 5 times 1 is going to be 5. Now again, if you've watched the video on my partial products, you'll understand why we do this, but we're now doing the second number. So we're going to, every time we're on a second number, we're going to add a 0 on the next line, and then we go ahead and start again. 2 times 5 is going to be 10, so you do that. Carry that 1 over here. It's really important you stay organized when you're doing these so that you don't get confused. 2 times 0 is 0, plus that 1 will be 1. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Now we have no digit above that, so I can put a 0 there if I want, just to make it convenient and organized if you want. Totally up to you. Then we're going to add 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 and 1 is 6. And 0 and 2 is 2. So the answer is 2,625. All right, now we're going to take a look at this next one. So here we have 225 divided by 15. And so what we want to do is 15 can go into 22 only one time without going over, because if I did it times 2, it would be 30. So you're going to put it over the second digit because we're talking about a 2-digit number. So 15 times 1 is going to give me 15. So now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to subtract. So again, 2 minus 5 I can't do, so we're going to do a 1 here. We're going to take a 10 from the number before it. So that's going to make it a 1. And now 12 minus 5 is 7. 0 is going to be the sum, or the difference between 1 minus 1, which is 0. Now we're going to take that 5, we're going to bring it down to its line here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start all over again. 15 can go into 75 how many times? So if you're looking at trying to figure that out, try to think about some basic math. So 15 times 2 would be 30 because it's 15 and 15. So if I did another set of that, so there'd be 4 sets of that, you'd have 30 and 30, which would be 60. So I would need 1 more on top of that. So that's going to be 5. So it's 15 times 5 would get me 75. And then that's going to leave me with a 0 remainder. So that means that 15 times 15, which is a really interesting number for us when we're doing perfect squares, that would be your answer for this one. Now we're taking a look at this next one. Again, we have just a 1 digit that we're multiplying by, so this one's straightforward. You always start on the outside here on the right and then work our way into the left. 2 times 8 is 16. We take that 10 and we're going to carry it over to the next one. We'll multiply the numbers first. 8 times 4, which is 32. And then we're going to add that 1, which is 33. Now we're going to carry that 3 over to the next number and do again. 3 times 8 is 24. Plus the 3 is going to be 27. So my finalized answer here would be 2736, or 2,736. Now we're going to take a look at this one. Now 9 can't go into 1, but it can go into 18 evenly, twice. So you're going to put the 2 over the 8, so your second digit there. And then that's going to be 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. We're going to bring that 9 down, and obviously 9 can go into itself 1 time, leaving me with a 0 remainder, and my answer is 21. Now we'll go ahead and get 2 more on this one, and then we'll do another video on the rest of them. So we've got 211 times 16. So again, 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 1 again, 6 again. And then 6 times 2 is 12. So since it's the last number, we write both of the digits right there. Now, we're going to add, starting in with the next one, we're going to do our next number, we're going to do that. Now, because we are on our second line, we're going to start with the 0 at the end there, and then we're going to do our multiplication. So 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2. And then we add these two numbers together. 6 and 0 is 6. 6 and 1 is 7. 2 and 1 is 3. And 1 and 2 is also 3. 3,376 is your correct answer. Moving on to that last division number. So here, 19 can't go into 1. It can't go into 11. So now I got to figure out how it goes in here. So what we're going to do, the best way to try to kind of do this is to think about this maybe as like 20, and maybe this being as like 120. It's a possibility. So if I think about this as being 20 and this is as 120, how many 20s would I need to get to 120? And if you're thinking about it, 5 20s is 100. 6 20s would be 120. So let's try multiplying by 6 to see if that will work and get me this number. 9 times 6 is 54. We'll carry the 5. 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 5 is 11, and there's my number. So 6 is evenly going into that, leaving with a 0 remainder. We've got our answer. If you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1 Algebra. All these are located in the GED playlist. And don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more.